Good morning all dear students. Today we are going to study the concept of the company and its characteristics. So let's discuss the concept of the company. So company is the word derived from two Latin words cum and panis. So cum means together and panis means eating the bread. So when two or more peoples coming together to discuss the business matters, it is known as a company. So when two or more peoples are coming together, it is known as a company. So it is a dictionary meaning of the word company. As per the Companies Act 2013, under section 2, any organization registered under the act will be known as a company. So any organization which is registered as per the Companies Act 1956 or as per the Companies Act 2013 is known as a company. Why I mentioned both the acts? Because previously all the companies works as per the Companies Act 1956, but Government of India has taken the decision to amend the Companies Act 1956, and after in the 2013 government has amended the new Companies Act, and from 2013 it is applicable to whole India. So it is applicable to whole the India for all the companies. Now let's see the definition. So as per the Professor Hane, company means any registered organization as per the act having the perpetual succession known as a company. So means company is an artificial person created by law. Company have a perpetual succession. The liability of members is limited. So these all when any organization having these all the characteristics known as a company. Let's discuss the different characteristics of the company. So first characteristics of the company is voluntary registered organization. So when two or more peoples are coming together voluntarily to do a particular business, it is known as a company. So but when that group is coming together voluntarily, but after they want to do their business in the form of company, the registration of company is mandatory. So without registration, company will not get the legal existence. Hence, group of people is coming together voluntarily, but the registration of company is the mandatory. So this is the first characteristics of the company. Second characteristics of company is separate legal entity. So separate legal entity means after the registration, company is treated as a separate legal entity. Means company is having a separate existence from its members and its owners and promoters. Those who started the company, those who are invested their capital into the company, they have separate existence from the company. Means company is treated as a separate legal entity. Third characteristics of company is artificial person. So after getting registered, company is treated as an artificial person. Means company get all the rights of the human, for example, or a natural person. For example, in natural person get all the rights in the India as per the Constitution of India. Means to do the business, to buy the property, to file a case against any person, or to do the voting. It is also rights given by the Constitution. Similarly, company is created by the law, Company Act 2013. So, as per that act, company also get some rights, means to buy the property, to file a case against anyone, or to do a particular business activity. So, hence, company is treated as an artificial person. Fourth characteristics of company is common seal. So just we discussed that company is an artificial person, but company cannot sign the document as per the natural person because company is an artificial person. So for the sign, there should be the particular logo or particular name or particular seal which company should have to put on all the documents of the company. So common seal is one logo or the name which is put on each and every document, and which is works like a signature of company, and the directors on particular secretary of the company is responsible to utilize that the seal of the company. So as per the Companies Act, it is mandatory for the company to make a common seal at the time of the registration. Next, fifth characteristic of a company is limited liability. Limited liability means the liability of all the members of the company is limited to the shares held by them or unpaid amount on the shares. For example, if any person have a 2 shares of rupees 100 each, so he paid 200 rupees to the company, and if in uncertainty that company went into the liquidation, then that person can lost his 200 toward the company. His personal properties will not be treated to pay the business liabilities. So the liability of all the members is limited up to the shares held by them. Their personal property will not be treated to pay the business liabilities. Just to, let's compare company to the partnership firm. In case of the partnership firm, liability of all the members is unlimited. Means if that partnership firm is not in the position to pay the outsider liabilities, then personal property of that all the partners can be treated as a business property, and which can be sold in the market, and liabilities of the business can be paid. Hence, that's why the partnership business is not that much popular as compared to the company. Now we can see everywhere in the world company type of business is more popular, because the liability of the members who invested their money into the company is limited. So it is known as a limited liability. Next characteristic of company is perpetual succession. Perpetual succession means due to the death of any member, death of any key managerial personnel, or death of any director will not affect on the existence of the company. Company will work long lasting. There is no natural death for the company. It is known as a perpetual succession. Means insolvency of any member, insolvency of director, or death of director is not affecting on the existence of the company, is known as a perpetual succession. Next characteristic is a separation of ownership and management. So in case of the public limited company, there is no limit on the maximum number of members, or in case of the private limited company, there is the maximum limit of the 200 members. So that in case of the public limited company, n number of members are coming together. So it is not possible for all the members to take part into the management of the company. So they appoint the directors as a representative, and that director body look after the management of the company. So it is known as a separation of the ownership and the management. Means or ownership of the company is with the members and management of the company with the directors. Hence it is known as a separation of ownership and management of the company. Next characteristics of company is transferability of the shares. So shares of the company are easily transferable as compared to partnership firm. If any partner want to transfer his share of the partnership, then that partnership is dissoluted, and then that person can transfer his shares. Or if that partnership firm wants to admit any new partner, then also that partnership is dissoluted. But in case of the company, if any member wants to sell his shares, then it is not required to dissolve that company. That person or member easily can transfer his ownership from one person to another person. So it will not affect on the existence of the company. Company will work long lasting. So the transferability of the shares, it is also very important characteristic of the company. Due to that, company type of the business is very much popular in the world. Thank you.